Japan U20's tactics against Nigeria, can we recreate them in eFootball? Japan clinched the opening match with 4 goals and a clean sheet. Let's see if we can play like Ego's team in a game. We will first choose real-life players to represent each player, and we will go over them quickly because all characters already appeared in previous videos. Then we analyze and summarize their tactics in 4 key areas. And finally, we test them in 3 online division matches. Can you guess who's going to score the most goals in 3 games? Let's get started. Gagamaru has played as a sweeper keeper, but against Nigeria he was fixed on the goal line focusing on goalkeeping. So we can use any keeper, and I picked Oliver Kahn. The 3 center backs formed a classic Catenaccio setup. 2 man markers and 1 sweeper. For Aryu, an aggressive defender good at dueling, I picked Tony Adams and Gabriel. Aiku, physical and good at defensive awareness, I picked Van Dijk and Saliba. And Nico the libero, good awareness, skilled on the ball, I picked Stones and Beckenbauer. Karasu protected in front of the back line and initiated attacks with his long passes. An anchorman or orchestrator like Rijkaard, Rodri are fitting options. Rayo was everywhere in the midfield. Being capable of copying moves made him very well-rounded. A midfielder like Bellingham, Gullit, with well-rounded stats are good real-life counterparts. Bachira, as usual, fantastic dribbler and playmaking skills as an AMF. Who else but the Samba stars Ronaldinho and Neymar? Chigiri showcased his blistering speed at the right wing-back position. This blue lock Rashford or Dembele can replicate his speed. The left wing-back Hiyori, a different style. More of a left-footed passer and playmaker from the left. Foden has played on the left before, and his City teammate Bernardo Silva, also a very versatile left-footed midfielder. The iconic CF duo Rin and Isagi. I picked 2 players to represent different areas of Rin's strengths. Rin's one-touch pass, hold-up play, smooth shield, and turn-fit Kakatani. A deep-lying forward also with good ball control and dribbling. Rin's shooting and curl can be replicated by the blitz curler skill, therefore the goal poacher, Sun Heung-min. Isagi, as always, good awareness of space, good one-touch link-up play, and a fantastic James Rodriguez-style volley. Again, I picked 3 different players. Forlan for his long-range shooting, Muller the Ramadeuter beside another forward, and Inzaghi for his insane runs behind the line. The 2 substitutes, Corona, a proper right-back, very fast and nimble. Same as my previous choice, Albert Ferrer, and Raichi, who formed a double pivot with Karasu. Very aggressive and good at physical duel. The new long-reach tackle Henderson sounds perfect. Now let's clone Ego's first match's tactics by analyzing their plays in 4 categories. Here's the nominal starting formation, a 5-3-2. We will adjust it based on each player's actual position in the match. The 3 center backs, Aiku on the left, Aryu on the right, and Nico in the middle. Aryu and Aiku were man-marking defenders, and Nico was a libero behind them. In front of them, Karasu played as a DMF, then Rayo on the left slightly forward as a CMF, and Bachira in the middle slightly towards the right as the AMF. Behind the 2 center forwards, Rin and Isagi, who were very close in positioning. Finally, the wingbacks. Chigiri often hugged the right sideline and sprinted along the flank, but would occasionally run into the box to shoot when possible. Hayori was in the left half space more often, so he was a left AMF. Ego's team defended with high pressing. We can see Rin and Isagi pressing Nigerian players relentlessly, often with the help of Rio and Bachira in the midfield. But the wingbacks dropped deep to form a back 5 instead of pressing. So basically, the forwards and midfielders press, while a back 5 was consistently formed by the wingbacks. This strategy is similar to Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. So in eFootball, we will use the quick counter-team playstyle to have players press high aggressively. And we can give Chigiri and Hiyori deep line to form a back 5 in defense. We will analyze how Japan attacked from 3 key plays. Their tactics involve many forward passes with a counter-attacking mindset that fits the quick counter-team playstyle. The first play came from Bachira's goal. Here, Karasu holds the ball ready to distribute it, and Isagi, Rio, and Hiyori are overloading the central area. But Karasu doesn't pass it to any of them. Their presence frees up Chigiri on the right flank. Chigiri then crosses from the right to find Isagi. Isagi, having metavision, flicks it back to Bachira behind him, who dribbles through players and scores. The second play came from the sequence before Ryo's goal. The libero Nico makes a penetrating long pass to Ryo, skipping through Karasu. Then Ryo dribbles like Bachira and scores by using Chigiri's move. From these plays, we can learn that Ego attacks mainly through the middle and has players overload the central area. Good playmakers, especially Bachira and Ryo, attract defenders and make the opposition defense compact. This allows Chigiri to be freed up on the right, and a well-timed pass to him will make it easy for him to launch across into the box. The final play uses the new strategy Asagi proposes during halftime. The build-up centers on Rin and Asagi passing back and forth, while everyone else is free to try for their own goals. Rin and Asagi stay very close to each other, making one-touch passes while other players make off-ball forward movements. They are also free to shoot from outside the box. After a 3-goal lead, Ego subs in Raichi and Corona, playing a 5-2-3 on paper and defending with a low defensive line. We will switch to long ball counter, and we can set it up like this. Bachira as an LMF, Corona as an RB, Raichi as a DMF, and Ryo as an AMF. Bachira is given deep line, so the defensive shape becomes a standard 5-3-2. Defending using this setup is simple. A back 5 that protects the width, with Raichi and Karasu intercepting and tackling aggressively. What about when they attack? If passing to the front 2 isn't possible, Bachira on the left becomes the starting point. He receives the ball deep on the left, then dribbles and cuts into the midfield to break the press, in order to find Ryo and the 2 forwards. Then Rin and Asagi can try to exploit the opponent's high defensive line. Here is the summary of Japan U20's 2 main tactics, and their respective instructions. It's finally time to try them out in online division. Who's going to win the Golden Boot?
Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan in the goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
Climbs up big!
That's how you start a football match.
Straight corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
Attacking through the middle between Rin, Isagi, and Bachira.
Quick driving run.
Nice save by Gagamaru, but what is Chigiri doing?
Oh, what a mistake! Has another goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way.
Karasu and Nico try to break out from the
when
press.
you're playing on the counter-attack.
Things starting.
Bachira's dribble disrupts the defensive shape and finds Ryo open,
To look very
ultimately leading to Rin.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their man.
Great chance! This is threatening to become a really
Nice
good
defensive
game.
work rate by Chigiri.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now
And again,
all of a
the
sudden
attack
it
starts from
seems the
Bachira.
belief is back.
Now it's Kakatani.
Then Hiyori makes a left-footed through pass.
He's having a shot!
Aryu's long legs block the shot.
He gets big! Terrific header! And now look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the lead now is 2. Right there!
Aiku and Nico complement each other's movements.
Good read, really done.
Nico wins the aerial duel, then the forwards and the 2 midfielders make quick passes in the central area, which frees up Hiyori out wide, who launches a lethal cross to Isagi.
Oh, super ball! Incoming to... Can he finish?
Now we make Rin shoot blitz curlers.
Played in by Park Ji-sung when it's Son Heung-min.
Again, the middle fours combination play.
And they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish.
Ryo copies Aryu's defensive moves and steals the ball.
For a shot!
Apply the finish.
That is Stuta!
Karasu's key interception starts a
On the
counterattack.
last quarter of an hour.
Rin's smooth turn finds Ryo in the opening, then an identical assist to Isagi.
With every
Switching
goal.
to the defensive game plan.
What we've been waiting
Raichi is
for.
very aggressive.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on in a nutshell now?
Ryu finds the front two in a counter.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Raichi wins the ball back
Been
again.
intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham.
Okay, what is this
Tries to
pass?
pass it through. The less said about that pass, the better. Referee looks at his
Isagi's
watch
hat trick and 1
blows
goal
his
by
whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect. Started here.
The front and mid press and the wide players form a back five.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box.
And
Impressive
now they can
track back
spring
speed by
out defence.
Chigiri.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting
Bachira spots
expectations.
Chigiri out wide.
Rashford takes control of it and he's on the move. The ball goes in. Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
He's playing it safe and simple.
Again, the libero Nico heads the ball back, then Karasu also heads it out wide in one touch.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Bellingham.
A nice rotation
That's a
between
good
Bachira
try,
and
that's
Chigiri.
Scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty of appeals. Position after 45 minutes.
What a
1-0
crazy
to the
clearance by Nico. A nice connection between Hiyori and Karasu.
To see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Messi. Nice interception, well timed.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he finish? It's in.
They've just about done it.
Some resolute
Raichi is
defending there.
insane.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Corona is
He's
acting as
managed to get
Asagi's
free.
satellite, like when they were playing for Bastard.
Albert Ferrer gets into a good position. Oh, super ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That's clever. He's shifting through the Son Heung-min. Has seen it up.
2 goals by Rin
Well,
and
that was
1
a
by
tale of two
Chigiri.
very different teams. One driven out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot
Ryu
better
is
there.
very
The final
aggressive.
ball was very poor.
It's Kakitani! Stones.
Nico's accurate long pass finds Asagi.
Now it's Rashford. Rashford carries the ball down the right. He's got away.
Chigiri should have just crossed it.
It's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? And the shot! Ronaldinho gets into a good position.
Hiyori is closer to the central area so that he can make killer passes.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Griezmann. Nicely worked. He's found a way through.
Crazy tackle by
the ball's let
Ryu.
loose here. Gives them something to build on. Fluent football.
Simple and direct passes
It's a
complete
searching
an attack.
pass. Picked out brilliantly. Header! That's in. And it's been played through. Now it's Del Piero.
Aiku uses
This
his
is
calculations
Griezmann.
accurately again.
And it's hoisted clear. Has a shot! Cross to the back post. He's going for goal!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
No way Chigiri loses
You
in
know,
speed,
the
bro.
interest value in this game might just take... Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 8. Beckham.
Can they get him away?
On the field.
And this is Son Heung-min. That's gone loose. Now it's Neymar.
Bachira and
well
Isagi's link up.
Hoisted in. He rises! Japan. Added time is up.
A brace by Isagi. Did you guess who'd win the Golden Boot? Thank you for watching. Do you think Japan can beat France?